Hey guys, what's going on? It is Dunbar Snackbar here with 30 wins with 30 teams and the Pittsburgh Pirates. So this is kind of a redo. My bad, guys. One of the things is, like, whenever I'm doing videos at like 6 o'clock in the morning, there are times I actually fall asleep doing these. And I will say things sometimes because I'm so tired that I don't necessarily mean. Like, I think I said touchdown in one of my videos before. But anyway, I wasn't too happy about it, but you guys were awesome. Just let me know. Everybody makes mistakes and things like that. But anyway, so just kind of getting into the game here. We are going up against the Philadelphia Phillies. In-state rivalry. So this used to be like a huge rivalry, and for some people it still is. Because you got the eastern part of Pennsylvania and the western part of Pennsylvania just getting involved with each one of their teams. But really didn't want to have people look too much into the reason why I chose the Phillies, other than I thought it'd be cool to go ahead and play the rivalry. But anyway, you saw it started off the game here with a hit that went into the outfield here for a double, and then I go ahead and I hit Howard because in the Tigers franchise, all my starting pitchers, all of them are actually righties, and so when I think two-seam fastball, I'm like, all right, it's going to go ahead and break in from left to right. But since Rodriguez is a lefty, he goes right to left, so I hit him in the knee. But anyway, second inning now. So one of the things that you guys know that is my favorite part about being able to do 30 wins with 30 teams is talk about the history of a baseball team. Now, while the Pirates originally joined the National League in 1887, you can trace their origins as a team back to 1882, which that's one of the things I love about baseball. You know, you get teams that have been around for, you know, over 100 years, and that's actually super cool. Actually, we're looking at 120 years for the Pirates. So you got a team with a lot of great history behind it. You know, one of the first teams to join the National League. It's pretty cool. But anyway, we'll get more into it here in just a little bit as we do go ahead and get that strikeout. So one of the things I'm excited about here, too, is getting a chance to play as Andrew McCutchen. But it's going to be a little bit here. Rodriguez, though, my pitcher, getting the first hit of the game for us. That one goes down the right field line and is going to be a single. So I guess if anybody is going to get us going here that I'm going to get excited about here, it's going to be the pitcher. All right. So one of the things, too, about the Pirates is when you got a team that's been around that long, you've got a lot of great players who played for them over the years. You know, you've got like Roberto Clemente is one of the names that stick out the most for me here. But, you know, you've also got some other names, too. I know not necessarily as probably well known. I mean, like Hank O'Day, Deacon White. You know, you got a lot of good players, too. You also have Barry Oddball Bonds, who played for him. He was like a really, really quick guy, and then he goes to San Francisco and becomes this giant monster who's like a power hitter and all that stuff. But anyway, that's for another video here. 12-6 curve getting the strikeout here. So better believe I'm going to be going with that quite a bit. Tends to be my favorite pitch here. But one of the things that I really do like about the Pirates is PNC Park. I get asked a lot, you know, what is your favorite ballpark? While PNC is not my all-time favorite park, it definitely is one of the best because, you know, you got the awesome Pittsburgh skyline in the back, you know, with the bridge and the river and all that great stuff. I think it's super cool. Like, from the position of sitting in the stands and seeing the backdrop, PNC is absolutely awesome. You know, it's a relatively new park as well, you know, because you kind of figure, you know, you got 2001 it was built, and then you figure in like Fenway and stuff like that. You know, I would say 2001 is still a relatively new ballpark. But, anyway, hey, here's McCutchen here in the fourth inning. There we go, getting a hit right up the middle into center field. That's going to put him on first. And when I've got McCutchen on base and I've got that type of speed here, you better believe that I'm going to be taking a look here at trying to steal a base. So we'll see if the opportunity arises for McCutchen to be able to get that done. It all depends on what's tossed to the Bucks. So, you know what? I'm going to go for it anyway. I don't care. So 0-1 pitch here, slider. That'll be good for me. Going head first, and I make it. So that's good. Now, one of the downsides here is we've got a lefty up at the plate. So I'm not going to be able to steal third right here. I mean, I could give it a shot, but it's pretty risky at this point. So that's all right. This high fly ball in the left center, though, is going to allow McCutcheon to tag up and get over to third. There's not too many players I would feel comfortable tagging up from second to third with a fly ball in the left center, but McCutcheon is one of those guys. He's got the speed in the high 90s, so 90 feet away from home here, anything will be able to bring him in here, especially a home run like this one that goes into right center. So Pedro Alvarez, thank you so much for that one. That's going to give me the 2-0 lead over the Phillies that I kind of need right now here, because really not too much has happened in the first half of the game here. When you take a look at offensive production, I mean, it took 3 innings for my first hit to come about here, thanks to Rodriguez. And then still, hits have been few and far between. So the fact that I get this home run right here, pretty happy about that. So maybe we'll be able to ride this momentum here a little bit more throughout this inning to kind of increase the lead a little bit and make it harder for the Phillies to come back in this one. So, all right. I'm actually pretty excited about that. I didn't think I was necessarily going to get a home run. Because for some of the times I've been playing this game here, since I haven't played it as much as I used to, I am pretty rusty. But anyway, here's a hit for the Phillies. I thought maybe I'd get a chance to go get that one here with the dive, but McCutcheon's going to have to get that one out of center field. So it looks like Phillies are definitely starting to get something together here in inning number 5. Oh, maybe not here. Double play. Yes. All right. So defensively, we're not doing too bad here either. No errors or anything like that. We've actually had a lot more strikeouts than I've had the chance to be able to show, which is a very, very good thing. It means that my pitching is still down. So if I can't hit too well, at least my pitching is still there. And I know I can't show all of the strikeouts and things like that, but just because of time. But still, it's kind of nice to know that that's there. I mean, I'll show strikeouts every once in a while, too, especially with 30 wins with 30 teams, because I like using that to be able to talk about the history of a particular team. All right, 6th inning now. We're able to get out of that jam here, but it looks like we may be able to get, or that we may be getting in another one here, as the Phillies are still getting some hits going through my defense here. All right, so 1 out, man on first, 6th inning. There's another hit. McCutcheon, while he is fast and usually takes away center field, of course, is not going to be able to get to that one here in time. So runners on first and second. And I'm going to have to go ahead. I'm going to have to calm Rodriguez down here. So bring his composure up, because he was kind of tense right there. And whenever you get tense, your accuracy is going to get off. The computer's going to know what you're throwing. And that's going to cause some problems here, too, because you'll be seeing some more hits and things start to fall apart for you here. But, so, now that we've got that out of the way here, and he's feeling a little bit better, and I put in an unnecessary transition right there, a little fade, we'll kind of see if this goes and pays off for me here. So, it usually does here, but nice to be able to have that accuracy, go wherever I need to. And yes, is this going to be another double play? Walker, you waited too long, but still, we were able to make it, so I guess it does work out. McCutcheon with another hit in the center field, so he's been doing pretty awesome here in this game. Actually, like his first at-bat wasn't too pretty at all, but we're okay. He's on base here, so I'll be trying to steal again, but it never ended up happening here. So I'm going to bring Rodriguez out, bring a reliever in, only because in 30 wins with 30 teams, I like being able to showcase as many players as possible for you Pirates fans. So here I go, bringing in a reliever for you guys. So, and this will kind of mix things up a little bit too, because I kind of noticed that the computer was starting to figure out what I was throwing based off of the pitches that I have. So having something different to be able to throw at them and kind of have the computer reset what it's expecting is a good thing to do every now and then. All right, so one of the things that I wanted to mention here while I talk about the Pirates is 5 World Series titles. Last time they've won it was 1979. And 9 NL pennants, too. Also, last one in 1979. So, I wanted to make sure that I let you Pirate fans know just how awesome I think that you guys are. Because as an Oakland A's fan, I understand what it's like to be rooting for a team that does not succeed all the time. And I know how difficult it can be. I do find Pirates fans to be among some of the most loyal that you're going to find in baseball and sports anywhere here. because they have had their struggles as of late. And I don't mean to sound like I'm bashing the Pirates or anything like that. Well, actually, for quite some time. I shouldn't say as of late, but for quite some time. So the Pirates fans who continue to support them, who go to the games, game in and game out, I think are some of the most loyal. So I wanted to make sure that you guys know how much I respect you, how much I feel for you guys, and how much I hope that the Pirates can get things going here. Because I'm the kind of fan who, you know, I believe that everybody should get a chance to be able to win the World Series. I don't like droughts. I want to see everybody get a chance to win it and everybody, you know, be able to celebrate, every fan having their moment. So I hope that that comes here pretty quick for you guys. All right, so runners on first and third after that hit in the right center. So that's going to set up here with one out, a chance for stolen base. So here I go. That ends up being a strike, but that's okay. I get a free base out of it. So I'll take a base over a strike any day, but because of a problem that I have here where they end up getting out, go back to runners on first and third, but that's all right. Look how that one rolls to the wall. That's going to bring 2 runners home. So Barajas with the double right here that brings 2 runners home. That's going to make it 4-0. And it really looks like that the computer had just positioned themselves so far in that they really had to do a lot of jogging to go ahead and get that ball in. And that was all the time that I needed to be able to bring those 2 runs home. So 4-0 game here now after that great hit. That's all I'm going to be able to bring home. So Barajas having to stay over there. Oh, look at that. Great dive, great throw, great out. It's not too often I get one of those diving stops here in the infield. So there we go. It's kind of nice to be able to showcase some good defense here on my part. Because usually it's a computer that we see go ahead and do that. All right, so here in the 8th inning now, I feel pretty confident about how this game is going to end up. But a high fly ball right here. McCutchen having to run that one down. That's going to be a double. Luckily, he's got an arm too, so prevents it from going 3, which, depending on who had hit that, I think would have been a definite possibility. But, all right, so still runner on second. Got only a couple pitches in the green. That one goes up the middle. Not able to dive to get that one. So we've got a run here for the Phillies. So it is going to be 4-1 here. Runner on first as well. So we're not done with this inning yet. There is a chance we could be seeing some more runs here, but it is kind of nice to see the Phillies get on the board. I'm still not worried, though, about how this game is going to go ahead and end up, because we do have just one more inning, and I'm, of course, going to go ahead and bring in the closer whenever that 9th inning starts here. But McCutchen with another hit. That one goes into left field, so a pretty solid performance out of McCutchen here in this game. It's kind of nice because sometimes when I do 30 wins with 30 teams, I don't get to showcase, you know, a team's best player. You know, but on the pitch out, you know what? I got to that base faster on the pitch out than I did off of that slider earlier. So my jump was a lot better on this one than I had before. All right, so we got that here. Now here we go, bringing in my closer. I figure it's a smart thing to do, again, for the same reasons as before. You go with different pitches from you know, different pitcher, everything resets. Plus, it is a save situation, so I like being able to bring in a closer to get that save. So let's see if we can get things finished up here in the 9th inning. All right, still that 4-1 lead here. Don't want to go ahead and blow the lead right now as Brown comes up to the plate. So doing a pretty good job being able to get the first 2 batters out. Maybe we'll be able to get out number 3 right here with that 98-mile-an-hour fastball here. And it goes outside. So I'm going to see if I can bring it in with the slider. There we go. I always like being able to start it outside of the strike zone and then have it break in. So watches that one for strike 2. And then here we go. Swing and a miss. What a great way to be able to end the game. So, hey, it is 30 wins with 30 teams here. So, of course, the Pirates are going to come away with the W. But a pretty even count here when you take a look at the hits. Barajas with player of the game. So I appreciate you guys watching 30 wins with 30 teams. Thanks for letting me getting a chance to be able to redo this. Got to make it up to the quality I want it to be. But you guys are awesome people. Thank you so much. Subscribe if you haven't already. Check the description below for Facebook, Twitter. And as always, I hope you have a good one.